Ever get that feeling on a scorching day where your car's air conditioning is just sighing hot, disappointed air at you? You're not alone. But what if I told you the fix probably doesn't require an expensive trip to the mechanic? What if you could get that ice-cold blast back with a few simple tricks most people, and even some mechanics, overlook? Today, we're diving into the secrets of a truly frigid AC system. Forget the myths and the wallet-draining repairs. These are the 6 golden rules that actually work, and we're starting with a mistake that millions of drivers make every single day. First, let's talk about the single biggest mistake you can make: running the AC when the engine is off. It's tempting, I get it. You're waiting in the car, you want a little breeze, but here's the reality check. Your car's AC compressor, the heart of the entire cooling system, only runs when the engine is running. It's powered by the engine's belt, so when you turn that AC knob with the engine off, all you're doing is turning on a fan. A fan that's happily blowing the oven-hot air from your dashboard right into your face. You're not cooling anything. You're just draining your battery for no reason. The proper sequence is always this: start the engine first, but don't hit that AC button just yet. Before you ask the system to start fighting that intense heat, give it a fighting chance. When a car has been sitting in the sun, the interior can easily top 60 degrees Celsius. That's like a sauna. Forcing your AC to cool that down is an impossible task. Instead, open all your windows for just 30 seconds and drive a short distance. Let that superheated, trapped air rush out. This simple, completely free step flushes out the worst of the heat, meaning your AC starts its job from a much cooler baseline. It's the difference between trying to cool a furnace and trying to cool a warm room. Our second rule is all about a magic button that's probably been staring you in the face for years: the air recirculation button. This little icon, usually showing a car with a U-turn arrow inside it, is the single most effective tool for maximum coldness. When it's off, your car is constantly pulling in hot, humid air from outside and forcing the AC system to cool it from scratch over and over again. It's a never-ending battle. But when you press that button, you tell the system to stop fighting the outside world. Instead, it takes the already chilled air inside your cabin and runs it through the cooling coils again, making it even colder. It's a beautiful, efficient loop. The air gets progressively colder, the humidity drops, and the AC compressor doesn't have to work nearly as hard. On long trips or in stop-and-go traffic, this mode is a complete game changer. You'll get colder air faster while putting less strain on your system. The only catch? For this to work, your system needs to have enough refrigerant to begin with, which brings us to a more hands-on step later on. Rule number 3 is all about letting your system breathe. Your AC's performance is entirely dependent on airflow, and there are 2 major choke points. The first is the cabin air filter. Think of this as the bodyguard for your lungs in your AC system. It's usually tucked away behind the glove box, and its job is to trap dust, pollen, leaves, and all the other junk floating in the air. Over time, it gets completely clogged. When that happens, it's like trying to breathe through a dirty rag. The air can't get through. If your airflow feels weak, or if you're getting a musty, old sock smell from your vents, this filter is almost always the culprit. Changing it is a 10-minute job on most cars, and it makes a world of difference. You should be replacing this every 15,000 to 20,000 kilometers, especially before summer hits. But that's only half the battle. The other choke point is the vents themselves. Dust and grime can build up inside the ducts and on the vent louvers, not only restricting airflow, but also creating a breeding ground for smelly bacteria. A simple cleaning with a soft brush, some foam swabs, or even a can of compressed air can clear these pathways, ensuring that all that cold air you've just created can actually reach you. An unimpeded path for air is critical. Now for our fourth rule, we're moving from inside the car to the very front. We need to give your car's AC condenser a gentle bath. The condenser looks like a thin radiator, and it typically sits right at the front of the car, just behind the grille. Its job is to release the heat that the AC system has pulled from your cabin. It's essentially the exhaust port for heat, but because of its location, it gets plastered with bugs, road debris, dirt, and leaves. When it's covered in gunk, it can't release heat effectively. If the heat can't get out, the system can't get cold. It's that simple. The solution is easy. Just take a regular garden hose with a gentle spray nozzle and rinse the surface of the condenser. I must stress, do not use a high-pressure washer. The fins on the condenser are incredibly delicate, and you can easily bend them flat, which will ruin its efficiency. Just a gentle rinse to wash away the bugs
bugs and dirt is all it needs. Doing this once a season is one of the best kept secrets to maintaining peak AC performance, ensuring your system can always exhale that hot air efficiently. If you've done all of the above and your air is still not frosty, it's time for our fifth and, well, a more involved rule: checking if your AC needs a drink. The most common cause of an AC that's just not cooling is low refrigerant, or what most people call AC gas. Over time, tiny, minuscule amounts of this refrigerant can escape from the system. When the level gets too low, the system loses its ability to transfer heat effectively, and you're left with lukewarm air. You can actually buy do-it-yourself AC recharge kits from auto parts stores. They come with a gauge that allows you to check the system's pressure and a can of refrigerant to top it off if it's low. But a word of caution: if your system is completely empty, you likely have a significant leak. In that case, just adding more refrigerant is like pouring water into a bucket with a hole in it. It's a temporary fix at best. If you suspect a leak, it's time to see a professional who can find and fix it before refilling the system. But for a system that's just a little low from years of use, a simple top-up can bring it back to life in minutes. If even that doesn't work, a professional deep clean of the internal evaporator coils may be needed to remove built-up mold and grime that can choke the system from the inside out. Finally, we arrive at our sixth and final rule. This isn't a repair. It's a permanent upgrade that prevents the problem from starting in the first place: applying high-quality window film. Window tint isn't just for looks or privacy. Modern ceramic or carbon window films are technological marvels, capable of blocking up to 70% of solar heat and 99% of harmful ultraviolet rays from ever entering your car. This makes a monumental difference. Your car's interior stays dramatically cooler when parked, and when you're driving, the AC doesn't have to work nearly as hard to maintain a comfortable temperature. It's a proactive solution. Instead of just fighting the heat, you're preventing it from getting in. Plus, it protects your dashboard, seats, and other interior plastics from fading and cracking over time. Whether you go for a dark tint or a virtually clear film, the heat rejection benefits are undeniable. It's an investment that pays you back every sunny day with a cooler cabin and a more efficient air conditioner. Just be sure to check your local laws on what level of tint is legal for each window. So there you have it, the real secrets to an ice-cold car. If you learned something new today, hit that like button and subscribe for more real-world car tips that actually work. Which one of these are you going to try first? Let us know in the comments below. Stay cool and drive safe.